You guys have had to go through, and obviously you're a Miami guy, so you know what a hurricane does to a community. What's it been like?
Well, first it's about the people, and everybody in the program, making sure that everybody was secure, safe, with their families. Then the storm passes, and then it's about and what we understand as being from South Florida is the preparation that goes into a hurricane beforehand, and how hard it is to get anything done before the storm. Then the storm comes and goes, and then how hard is to get anything done afterwards. So we had a couple of days where we could get everything cleaned up, and just kind of get our houses somewhat back in order. But while all this is going on, football's not going on, and you knew that the games were coming. So I think our administration and allowing us to be able to come here for a week, I don't know how we could have done it any other way now, because just to be able to, it's almost has a training camp feel, and just to get our minds back on playing a football game, because once you step off that train, it's hard. Especially as a defense, you get into the rhythm of contact and hitting and things like that, and you don't do it for 9 or 10 days, or whatever it was. That's very, there's no manual for how to deal with that.
Manny, can you just describe the fear and anxiety when you pulled out of town, knowing I might not have something to come back to? I don't know what's going to happen to my players or their families or my coaches.
The strangest feeling I had is when we stayed with family's house up the state, and my wife and I, we drove 2 cars. And so we get there, we get to the house, and when we brought everything from the cars into the house, and you've done that before, you do that when you go on vacation, all of a sudden in the back of my mind, I was like, this might be everything we have. It was like being a college student, where you can pack your whole life into an automobile, and that realization that I own 2 suitcases worth of stuff, because that 50 miles, as we know, to the east, and it's an entirely different situation. So that unknowing is part of what, what makes it so difficult, and that's why really the way it turned out was, even though it impacted a lot of lives, we know it could have been so much worse.
And how about going 3 weeks without playing? The difference for your defense.
Well, it's like opening the season again. That's basically what we've told them. It's like playing an opener all over again. It's not just 3 weeks playing. It's 3 weeks after really only playing 1 game, where we played very poorly on defense. So it's almost you almost look at it as an opener again. Some of the same issues that you have with opening games, you almost kind of feel. You're playing an opponent who's scoring points for fun and has now played a lot of ball, so they're into their season routine. They've improved every week, and we have to kind of be in mid-season form Saturday at 3:30. No excuses.